Hello, people. Just dealing with Instagram here. Trying to go live. There we go. I think I'm live on Instagram as well. I hope so. So, anyway, I think it's going. Hold on. There we go. Okay, welcome to Sunday Silver with Hadass. If you don't know me, my name is Hadass, and I am a life coach, I'm a wellness advocate, and I am a 60-year-old person who is going silver. And the reason I'm going silver is because I started using some collagen, which caused my hair to grow really fast. And then all of a sudden, I found myself at the situation that uh, my hair was growing too fast for me to keep up with the roots. So I decided to go silver, and it's an adventure. But I want to talk about ageism because I have actually, like, I've been doing some reels, which you may have noticed if you follow me on social media, like the social media where I am right now. Then you will have noticed that I've done some reels about things like people saying like 60-year-olds shouldn't start a business, 60-year-olds can't be muscular and strong and vital, or suggestions like that. And somebody was like, nobody's saying that, bro. And hey, Leslie, nice to see you. Oh, yeah, I agree. Silver rocks. Thank you. So, thank you for my friend Leslie over on Instagram. I'm not talking to myself anymore. I appreciate you. So, where was I? Yes. So, I was talking about ageism because somebody commented on one of my TikToks, I think it was. It was like, no, or maybe it was Instagram. Said, nobody's saying that, bro. And actually, you'd be surprised how many people of my age, for example, thankfully, I'm not looking for a job right now, but it's they're underemployed. They're overqualified. People don't want to hire them because they think they're going to get sick, they're going to die, they're not going to be around for the long haul, and that can be a problem because, especially with the kind of inflation that we've got going on right now, um, a lot of people who have may have retired at some point. They're having to go to work again, and they might have trouble finding appropriate work. And on the one hand, sorry, just moving my chair. On the one hand, one could argue that younger people need to be able to come up the ranks and so on, and older people should just retire. But on the other hand, we we live longer than ever. What was it? 60 is the is the new 40 or something like that. I don't know. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but to be honest, I'm in better health now than I was in my 40s. In my 40s, I was chasing children and I was sick as a dog and couldn't figure out what I wanted to do when I grew up. So I'm actually much healthier now than I was then. But I do understand that not it's not true of everyone. I have met 60-year-olds that you might think they were 80, but on the other hand, I've met 80-year-olds that you might think they were 60. But the fact remains that ageism is a serious issue in Western society in particular. And it was really a consideration in deciding to let my hair grow, become silver, because I remember years ago a friend of mine who was looking for a position. Actually, she just finished her PhD and she was older. She was in her 40s, I think, pushing 50. She's older than me. This was a long time ago. And she was applying for research positions. And then she found it was very annoying, but she found that when she colored her hair dark, she was more likely to get an interview. And it was infuriating, but it was the way it was. So she did it. But like I said, I am fortunately not looking for a job right now, but I can see that if I were, this could be an issue. So I would love to know what you think if you're someone who is has any reason to think about these things. I guess everybody should really, because you know, all of us, if we're lucky and we're healthy and we take good care of ourselves, we're all going to reach this point. And then the question becomes, what do we do about it? What if we can't, looks like we can't achieve the things that we want to achieve because other people think we're too old? How awful is that? And it's really usually just based on stereotypes and nothing else. There's really no no basis in assuming that all older people are not going to be around for a while. They're not going to be able to build something. But one possibility, of course, is to start your own business. I mean, there's quite a few people that, for whatever reason, they can't get a job, and so they start their own business. And starting a mainstream business like a brick and mortar or something like that, or even a services business, can be really hard because the problem with that is that when you know, first of all, when you're starting off, you have to wear all the hats. If it's if you're selling a product, then you have to source it, you have to have it manufactured, you have to have it delivered. A friend of mine who used to have an Irish import business in New York, she's from an Irish background, and she had this business that people could go to the website and order stuff. And she was the one who was packing. No, first of all, she was sourcing it and getting it in from Ireland, and then she was packing it up and sending it. Or I know people who are on eBay or on whatever, they are packing stuff up and sending it. And they're the ones who have to go to the post office and their customer service if something goes wrong. So it can be really, really exhausting. And the other thing is that with a business like that is that if you don't work, you don't get paid. And that can be a serious problem as well because, life can happen. So somebody can get sick, something can happen. People are entitled to vacation. It kills me how Americans in particular appear to exist without the ability to take vacation, and it's just terrible. I mean, I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't. But again, another possibility is that if you have a source of income, some sort of passive income that is going to be coming in for you, even if you're not working at that moment, then that is definitely something to consider. So, let me see, where was I? Okay, so if you're just joining me, my name is Hadass. I would love to know where you're from and what you think about ageism in our society. Do you think it's an issue? Leave me a message, leave me a comment, say hello, tell me where you're tuning in from. I would love to. I would love to get a comment from you. And if you're on Facebook, you may need to tell StreamYard, give StreamYard permission to show your name. I believe that on LinkedIn and Twitter, you'll just show up. And of course, if you're on Instagram, I can see you as well if you come in and say hello. So just quickly, if you would like to tell me where you're from and what you think of the subject of ageism. Do you think it's an issue? Do you think that it's overblown? Do you think that old people should just older people should just quietly ride off into the sunset? I would completely disagree with that statement, but I mean, if that's what you think, then I would love to have a conversation with you and find out why you think that, and maybe even try and change your mind. Stranger things have happened. But anyways, the thing is that if people can't get a job because for whatever reason they are, ageism can definitely be one of those. Can definitely be a factor. I've seen so many people over 50, let alone over 60, who have great difficulty finding a job because people think they're going to be too expensive. People think they're going to get sick. People think they're not going to be around. Whatever people think, I don't even know what they think. But people have difficulty finding a job. And so sometimes people will start their own business, but if it's a brick and mortar or even something that's online, it can be really hard if you have to wear all the hats. And I was talking about my friend who had an Irish import business in New York, I think in the 2000s, and they weren't everywhere, but and she would import stuff from Ireland, and she's the one who would have to pack stuff up and take it to the post office if people ordered stuff off her website. So it was a lot of hard work. And I have no problem with hard work. I'm totally a fan of hard work. I think it's it's good for you. But the thing is that what you really want is some sort of passive income so that when you can't work for whatever reason, whether somebody in your family is sick or you want to go on vacation, you're still getting an income. So where one possibility is, for example, is network marketing. That is one way. I mean, there are different ways of getting passive income. You can invest in real estate, for example. Right now, with interest rates rising, I don't know if that's as good an idea as it used to be. Or you can. There are other things. People used to buy bonds, but they're really really low interest right now. So people who would buy them for to fund their retirement, they might have difficulty making ends meet. That might be why they need more income. So yeah, I think one thing that is definitely something that silver warriors should take a look at is some sort of network marketing, because it's you don't have to do any of those things. You don't have to source the product. You don't have to ship it. You don't have to. Um, there's customer service if there's an issue. All you have to do is find something that you like and that you or even love. That would be even better. Something that you use. For example, the collagen, which is responsible for this ridiculous mane of hair that I've got, which is the reason that I decided to go silver, is because I've been coloring my hair since I was 34, and then I stopped because it was just growing so darn fast. I couldn't keep up, so I decided to go silver. So, for instance, a product like that is an example of something that I totally love, and I love to share with people. And people see this hair that I've got, and they're like, "How do you get it to grow like that?" Especially at 60, when a lot of people are having issues with their hair. And I can tell them. And then, hey, Wendy, hello. And then if people want to try something like that, like the product, like I said, that's helped me with my hair, then it's a recurring income for me. And so you need to realize that this is a system where you don't have to build a team if you don't want to. That's a huge misconception about network marketing. But if you have a product that you love and you share with your friends and they buy it, then the company pays you and they deal with all the logistics and everything else and the payroll and all the things. So it's certainly something that people who are older should consider, especially if they're finding that they need to have some extra income, because with inflation and so on, some pensions don't go as far as they used to, or maybe you want to leave your job. Maybe you've been doing the same thing for 40 years and you're really sick of it. So a side gig, you might want to drive Uber. You might want to. There's lots of things that people can do. The problem with things like gigs like driving Uber or that sort of thing, delivering for Skip or Amazon or whatever, is that it's always the same problem. It's if you don't work, you don't get paid. So residual income is definitely a consideration. So anyway, I am very grateful to everyone who has joined this stream. I'm hoping to do this every Sunday around this time. It's not going to be very long, 15 minutes or so, like I'm doing now. And I plan to have a different topic every week. So if you have topics that you would like to see me talk about, drop me a comment and let me know. If there's anything that you would like me to talk about, be sure and let me know. So I'm going to close this down. I greatly appreciate everyone who has been on my stream. Drop me a comment, say hello, tell me where you're from. Hello, Donna, is it? Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. So drop me a comment, say hello, tell me where you're from, and I will be back next Sunday with my Sunday Silver with Hadass stream, and I would love to talk with you then. So you have a great evening, and I will see you then. Bye.